And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready for the women's finals? Can I get you on your feet one more time? New York City, are you ready? It is game time, baby. It is game time right now. It's time to meet the ladies. These two teams have been crushing fools all weekend long. And this first team, fresh off of a silver medal over in Moscow. But right now, they don't want no silver. They want the gold here in the Gold Series in New York City. A brand new team this year. First player, the 24-year-old, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see that smile, Summer. Let me see that smile. Oh, I love it. She literally never stops smiling, and that's why I can't get enough of her. Right now, I need you to make some noise for Summer Ross. And Summer's partner. Okay, out of Fort Myers, Florida, ladies and gentlemen. Been balling out for a number of years now. She has represented the United States in the Olympic Games less than a year ago. She is fit, she is healthy, she is all over the place, and she is dominated. Give it up for Brooke Sweat. And their opponents, coming in as the number 2 seeds in the tournament, and they are looking good. They've had some incredible battles all weekend long, including a 3-set thriller in the semifinals, and they find themselves in the championship, and they are hungry for it. They are ready for it. Look at this warrior. I love it, Lauren. I love it. I want to see it every time. You are looking amazing. Ladies and gentlemen of UCLA and the University of Southern California, she is the gavel, the long arm of the law, Lauren Fendrick. Get it? Yeah, Lauren. Here we go. And her partner, we know her. We love her out of Costa Mesa, California. The best server in the world, one of the best defenders in the world. An incredible power on the offensive game, ladies and gentlemen. She does it all. And she just keeps getting better. It's absolutely incredible, the things she does on the court. The 2-time Olympic medalist, April Ross. Got it.
Hello, everybody. We're back on the beach for the women's final, the match we've been waiting for all weekend. The ladies are getting ready here on Pier 26, the Hudson River Park, and I'm really psyched about it. I'm here with Brittany Hochaver, helping me co-host here. How you doing, Brittany?
Doing well. Wish I was out on the sand right now, but you know what? We had a good battle in the semis, and the right teams are in the finals.
Exactly. Let's see what happens. Lauren Fendrick starting it off to Summer Ross. And of course, Summer always making it look easy. Always looking cool, calm, and collected, right?
Oh, it almost throws you as a defender because she is so calm and it's all one speed. And then sometimes she'll just pop it on you real quick. So the optics of it are real weird.
Yeah, and it's safe to say that she and Brooke are on quite a run right now, both on the World Tour and here domestically. I believe this is their first AVP together as a team. It's a new partnership, but they've been playing really well together so far, taking a silver in Moscow last week and then having a battle with Brittany here in the semifinals this morning.
No doubt that team is very efficient. Brooke and Summer, not a lot of wasted movement.
Exactly, and a very very positive attitude in that team, I think it's safe to say. Those personas are lots of smiles, let's just say, on that side of the court.
Yeah, almost as if there's almost no communication at all. I mean, between plays, during plays, it's very, I don't want to say lethargic, but it's easy to kind of get lulled to sleep.
Right. Sometimes in their favor, obviously.
Completely.
Lauren Fendrick back to serve, middle to middle. Nice shot by Brooke Sweat. She's kind of known for that ball control there. On the good side, where we're up against the Jumbotron here, you have two Olympians, Lauren Fendrick and April Ross, two names you know very well. April, of course, has 2 Olympic medals. What a play by Brooke Sweat right there, going over on 1. Veteran play right there.
It is, and that's something that you actually scout pretty consistently. Is Summers on 2 and Brooks on 1. So you have to stand ready at every single contact with this team.
I have to give you some credit. I saw earlier today Brooke was going over on 2 or on 1 a few times, and you were ready for it.
Gobbled that up.
Here we go, April getting a chance. Does it surprise you that they're going after April here early?
You know, in our match against Lauren and April this morning, April injured a toe, and we weren't sure if it was a dislocated toe or what the heck the story was. But it doesn't surprise me that they're going after her, because you almost want to force Lauren to try to do too much, try to hit on 2, try to, you know, up her serving game a little bit. But April's playing on a bum toe right now, and it's the big toe on the right foot.
And let's look at this score here. It's 6-2 for the new partnership of Brooke and Summer Ross. Look at Brooke Sweat again. Such a veteran play. She's so good at that. And maybe taking advantage of the lack of mobility for April right here.
No doubt, and it's hot.
Right.
We're pushing 90 degrees, if not we're there. So there's going to be a lot of energy conservation happening as well.
Right. I'm starting to see a clear, slow step for April Ross here. If you can see how she's walking around, very gingerly, not the way she's normally moving. And Summer and Brooke are taking advantage of it, except for right there.
Yeah.
Little rookie mistake. Never want to stop your own run and cut off your momentum. But let's check out April Ross here back to serve. See if she goes to her bread and butter jump serve. Looks like she's going to stay down here and save a jump. Lauren battling at the net. Good, smart decision from Lauren Fendrick. Looks like Summer Ross maybe thought it was going to be 4.
Yeah, it was a good joust. I thought she kind of got the final push on that. But yeah, April is a very powerful player, and she likes to take that hard last 2 steps and plant real hard. When 20% of your power comes out of your big toe in a jumping type of sport, she's pretty limited right now.
That'll be interesting to see. You know, there's other ways to win than being physically dominant, but let's see if April can make it happen here. And her partner giving her some help, Lauren Fendrick, one of the most athletic blockers in the world.
Yeah, really good scramble play by April on that.
So April's not even arguably, she's the best server in the world when she's healthy, and they might be taking her jump serve out of the game, which will be a huge advantage for Brooke Sweat and Summer Ross, but let's see what happens. They continue to side out cleanly. The new partnership is still rolling.
Brooke and Summers' ball control is just bar none. Whether Summers, she's super long, so she's very efficient at the net as a blocker, but her pulling skills are pretty fascinating.
That just shows kind of her all-around game. As we go to 9-6 here in the first set of the women's final here in New York City. The wind, if we take a look at the flags at some point here, the wind's really howling, and it's in the face of Lauren Fendrick and April Ross here. It's hard to have 2 Rosses on the court now announcing. And look at that. She takes advantage with the float serve into that wind. Brittany, what happens when you serve into the wind, especially with a kind of a deep float like that?
You know, Lauren's jump float gets on you in a hurry, and if there is any wind, it'll just knock it down. It'll just fall off a table is what it looks like. And she got one good one against us in the semifinal, and she has to be the aggressor at the service line with April being limited with her jump serve.
So far, so good. April Still not getting up quite as big as she has been all tournament because of that toe, but using her veteran abilities and her experience to get it done so far here. There's another nice shot for Summer Ross. She and Brooke have been really fun to watch so far this weekend. Just so scrappy. Summer making some unbelievable plays against you guys. I mean, really made you guys work when she's dropping off the net and digging balls at all points, of like above her head, below, open hand.
No doubt.
Gators.
Against Emily Stockman and Kim DiCello in the semifinal, I saw her pull off and kind of half bend, but just one-armed it by her knee.
Right.
And it was to target.
It was ridiculous.
I just started laughing.
Me and Rich Lamborn were freaking out about it. Look at that, April.
That'll happen.
Best server in the world. It's just a habit for her. She's doing a standing float, still getting aces. And yeah, I actually confused you guys and Emily Stockman, who played them in the semifinals. A lot of volley going through my head this week.
Yeah, I get it, Try.
Summer staying cool and collected. And look at that shot. A lot of things that we've been pointing out all weekend is the location of these top teams. And I was pointing out with you a lot earlier. You were in a great rhythm. Talk about that. How important is the location of where you're hitting the shot? Not only just getting it to that general area, but getting it to the lines and deep and, you know,
no doubt. It's about finishing it. You kind of know what you want to do, and then you have to trust the call at the last moment, and then committing. If you hit any ball with two minds, you're gonna miss, or you're gonna hit just a total meatball or something real generic. So a committed mind and a finished ball is what makes the difference, even if you have defender and a blocker doubled up in that position. But it's the step before that that's really valuable. It's the set leading into that.
Right. And I thought you were doing a great job with it earlier. Obviously, you got some experience with it. Nice, clean, quick decision-making out there. You come from an athletic family background. I think it runs in the family, right? Am I right that your brother won the World Series a few years ago?
He did, actually, right here in New York City. He beat the Mets. He was the winning pitcher, and so I've done some celebrating in this city before.
It sounds like it. Oh, I'm sure. And look at the crowd right now. These locals are loving it.
They're in all weekend long. It's been great traffic, heavy foot traffic. Come on down to Hudson Park River Pier. We got the women's finals right now. The men's finals are coming up. It's been a party all weekend long.
Fans are loving it. AVP brought the beach to us. No need for the Hamptons, ladies and gentlemen. This is, in my opinion, the greatest backdrop in the history of beach volleyball. I mean,
no
there's
doubt.
Nothing like this.
No doubt. But you know, it's interesting because the optics are weird. You know, like you're watching April Ross's jump serve come from a backdrop,
right?
Where usually you got miles and miles.
You have like
of
sky,
vision.
right?
Mm-hmm.
That's
but
true. I hadn't thought of that.
It's really.
So on one side you have like the Freedom Tower and this unbelievable New York skyline. On the other side you have a giant jumbotron. So definitely
with canoers
different.
and kayakers behind it.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
beautiful.
And
Best city in the world.
Obviously the fans are just packed in here. Look at this view, ladies and gentlemen. That speaks for itself right there. Look at this event. This is the first event of the Gold Series. This is why we call it the Gold Series, because it's golden.
This is America's game. Lauren's gonna have to get crafty like that, knowing that April's just a step slow here in the finals, but Lauren gets real weird. And where what you think she's going to do, she's going to actually take it one step further and try to outthink you.
Right.
So it's the back knuckle pokey over the head on two is possible.
She is a lawyer, I believe.
See, there it is.
But Brooke Sweat is even better at it. I think that's safe to say that that's Brooke's probably the best part of her game.
Well, they were partners at the Olympics. They've been partners for the last year and a half.
That's a great point, actually. They just played together in the Rio Olympics. And, of course, Brooke got the best of her on that one. And they've seen everything that these two have. And it's safe to say they both really want this. Nice shot by April. Again, looking really limited, in my opinion, with her jump. She's still slow walking here, but being the champion she is, she's fighting through it.
It happened at point 13-14, I believe, in our match.
Yep.
13-14 in the third set. The freeze score we knew was going to be a thing. I can't believe they let that set go.
There is that wind, ladies and gentlemen. If we look up at the flags, they're howling right now. They just started blowing. Summer Ross did not realize it, I guess, and that shows you right there how strong the wind is blowing in their faces right now. Completely took the set out of Brooke Sweat's reach. Now Brooke goes with the lower set there for Summer Ross, which kind of takes the wind out of the game. How important is it to recognize the conditions when they change?
Within the play, like within a matter of moments. You don't get another play. It has to happen within that moment because that gust could come up. And it could either work for you or against you. And the sure thing to do is lower that set, be real intentional with it, and be strong with it. Strong with it and back into the wind, and tell your hitter to just be real aggressive with it.
Well said. Lauren with a really nice cut shot there as we're at 14-13. Ross and Fendrick in the lead. Lauren imposing her will at the net, just like her partner April Ross needs her to do right now with her limited mobility. 15-13, ladies and gentlemen. It's an easy play for Lauren Fendrick, but she had to earn it first with that touch.
No doubt. If I was Summer and Brooke right now, I'd really try to take Lauren out of the match. Give myself some space on the set, make her pull, I mean, the tight set, yeah, because she has to say, and then they're so good at shooting that's going to put April on the move. She's not going to be able to dig in and dig a ball at her.
Let's see if they go to that strategy. Early pull by Summer Ross, but it works. Lauren Fendrick is ready and stuffs that.
Lauren has very, very good transition attack timing as a blocker.
Right, and for me as a blocker, that tells me how good her footwork is and her hustle. To be always ready on two is really hard to do. You have to have so much discipline, and all that work is put in the weight room and at practice, is being ready to jump and explode at any moment. Oh, Lauren just got away with a net. And April with kind of a bonehead play there, scooping it out of bounds. Looks like it might have hurt a little, but
might
no
have been trying to give Brooke a taste of her own medicine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The micro adjustments that Lauren makes in a blocker is pretty fascinating.
Right, and I mean that's why she's an Olympian and is dominating here on the AVP. Lauren's actually has the most blocks per set on the AVP tour. I want to say it's multiple years in a row that she's been leading. She hasn't played quite as many events as some of the other girls out here on tour, but she almost has as many blocks as the other girls. She's actually 5th in blocks, but she's only played in 8 matches this season on the AVP. April getting the kill. 17-16, this is the match the fans want to see.
There's a hyper focus that happens when something's not quite right. If you're not feeling so great, or if there's a small injury, there's a hyper focus almost that happens that you have to overcome that. You're already aware that that's there, and then you have to get really zeroed in on the play and the ball and the skill at hand. Sometimes it works for your advantage.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. I mean, that's something that you don't learn that out here. You apply it because you've trained that way. You've trained your mind to be able to deal with those kinds of things.
That's true. Both these teams were in Moscow last week where it was less than 40 degrees and we had snow at one point. So there was sleet coming down. We were in full tights, booties, the whole deal. Just nobody packed well enough for Moscow.
Unreal. I mean,
year.
Picture that.
But that's the environment that the 4 of us that were in the semifinals, those 4 teams that here in New York City, we all played in that Moscow mess, and here we are in beautiful New York City, and the sun came out just in time.
Imagine that, going from Moscow to this, with this crazy, beautiful background, probably about 90 degrees down there on the sand.
No doubt.
It's really hot. 18 all. Lauren Fendrick taking the ball out of the middle. Summer with the easy dig. There it is. She looks like she's aiming a little deeper there, making sure it's just out of Lauren's reach.
There's such a calm mechanism to Summer's game.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
right when there usually is a panic switch that people hit when that ball's within a meter of them. For whatever reason, she hits the snooze button, and it's on her, and she's money every time.
Absolutely.
It's really fascinating.
I couldn't agree more. It's really fun to watch. She's almost one of those players that's a little more comfortable when things aren't in rhythm. When the other team's moving, when the set comes off the net, she's able to improvise really well. It's kind of like a basketball player who likes getting that contact. You know, they'll miss the layup if you don't go and bump them.
Absolutely. She'll drive and then step back and bury it.
Exactly. Really fun to watch.
But frustrating as hell to play.
Oh, yes, I can imagine, for sure. I'm glad
you
I don't
could
have
blast
to.
a ball and she'll look like she'll yawn as she's digging
She'll
it.
like stare at you and like scoop it
you
with
can
one
bring
hand.
the absolute whip out, and exactly.
And there it is, all giggles on that sideline, as always. These two stay positive no matter what. They're repping their Team USA FIVB jerseys. This is what they wear out on the World Tour. And we got Summer Ross, who's she's been doing well for so long, since she was like 20 years old or younger. She's been doing well on the Pro Tour, and obviously she's partnered with an Olympian now, so it's going to be pretty awesome to see what these two can do.
Yeah, no doubt. Went to Washington, was with their indoor squad briefly, and then transferred to Pepperdine to their beach program, and then just walked away from it altogether and said, I'm going pro. And here she is.
Seems like she's one of those, obviously NCAA is growing so big, and now we have they're fully feeding into the tour, but Summer's kind of the first one to fully take that plunge and leave indoors from college and just commit to the beach. She kind of led the way for all the young girls.
She definitely has tried, and she's done a brilliant job at it. By doing it in her own rhythm, by doing it her own style.
She definitely did it her own way.
Did it her own way, and like mad respect for that. I really hope that the game continues to grow at the professional level to take care of athletes like this.
Exactly, and I think, especially on the ladies' side, it's growing very quickly with the NCAA. Lauren Fendrick continuing to take care of business for her partner April Ross. You know, the match earlier, we were actually noticing how April was kind of taking over. You guys were kind of handling Lauren, and April was taking a lot of balls on two. Now the roles kind of switched, but it seems like Lauren's doing pretty well with it.
Lauren's doing real well, but we just saw them a match early. We lost to Summer and Brooke earlier in the tournament, and then came back through the contenders, beating Betsy and Kelly, and then had Lauren and April in the semifinal. And we match up real well against that team. And yeah, like I said, I was just one match early, because I'm 0-2 against Lauren in the finals, or I'm 2-0.
You're 2-0, exactly.
I'm 2-0. Sorry.
I was gonna say.
Lauren's
I saw that
0-2 against me in the finals, so I just got her in the wrong match.
The big moment.
Exactly.
Speaking of big moments, Brooke Sweat and Summer Ross. Oh, a risky. Looks like Summer got caught in no man's land right there. It was a really tough set to make, and Summer was kind of banking on April not being able to make that set, but you know, the elite players out here are going to make that set in the crunch situation. Looks like she dropped too early. Lauren's able to put it down. 20-20 in the first set. Let's see who takes it. Deep serve in the middle. Lauren again getting touches at the net. Tries to go over on two with a little trickery. That doesn't work. And a tough error from Summer Ross. Looks like, I mean, just getting those touches from Lauren is kind of getting in Summer's head a little bit, kind of forced her to go high and deep on that next hit.
Yeah, and it kind of seemed that set just got a little bit low.
Right.
When you try to get a sharper and sharper and sharper.
There's a little push set. Try to move the block around a little, but it did not work. April's right there. They're gonna have another chance. Lauren in transition, hits it out. Looks like April wishes she had that setback. She knows she pushed Lauren a little too far.
And as it goes, as hot as it is down there, I'm going to say it's 90 to 95 down there on the sand. And as a rally goes, you're getting fried, you're getting tired. And if you leave your attacker inside just a bit, it's tough.
Yeah, it just makes it that much harder to step close on it. Summer Ross, there we go. Her specialty, doing something unorthodox. Brooke making April chase it down to the corner. Good swing by April Ross. Just playing nice, efficient volleyball right now. Not doing too much, but being aware that Brooke's gonna make her run, like a lot of tennis players would sometimes, right?
Completely. And that I feel that it's Brooke having so much faith in their defense to send it on one, make them scramble for it, and then set up again.
Right. Summer coming with the set off the net. Nice deep swing, tagging the line.
Got it.
This is a great first set, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we wanted to see. Two great teams. We're all tied up in the first set of the finals here. Serve goes to April Ross. Oh, Summer almost getting a huge block for her team there.
She's a tricky one to even cover under as well, because sometimes that point of impact, she can soften it just enough, or she can firm it up.
Oh, taste of your own medicine. Look at April Ross just playing smart volleyball this set. And that is huge, pulling out that first set for her. Wow.
She's limping big time, too.
Doing what great athletes do, right? Stepping up in the moment, forgetting about how your body's feeling, and just trusting that you're going to be okay. You can put some ice on it later, but for here and now, you're here to do your job and finish.
We actually had the conversation coming into today that we had a really tough first 2 days. Friday, Saturday for us, we were heavy. We weren't real strong. We were.
What are we looking at?
I don't know. What is the Titanic camera?
Leo. They are so happy. She's got her Leo.
Is this intern stuff?
Yeah, I guess so. Why not?
And there we go. We have our example, and now we take it
with the step. Oh, look at that. We got a matching ship right there.
That was not the plan.
Someone pulled up on that ship this morning instead of taking the train. Wouldn't that be cool if the players rolled up on a ship instead?
On the ferry.
That would be awesome.
Well, hey, you do what you do, you know? Nice job.
We have the NYPD out there on their boat, sneaking a peek in on the AVP New York City Open Gold Series.
There it is. Fans getting crazy. Feeling it.
Everybody loves DJ Rouchet. Everybody loves him in a timeout.
Get it, DJ. More Titanic Cam. Fans are loving it.
So good.
Oh, things are getting good here on Sunday.
Getting good, getting weird.
Getting extra weird.
Try we do this, huh?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Why not?
Homegirl is on fire.
It was a quick start in set number 1 for Brooke. And Summer, 8-4 was the lead. But then Lauren and April raging back to tie it at 10-10, and they take the first set. Here we go, set number 2. This is for the championship of the Gold Series in New York City. Love to hear you, New York.
Let's go. I'm feeling fired up. The fans' vibe is unreal right now.
You know what? We're in the Big Apple. Let's do this.
Here we go. We're off. Lauren Fendrick with the kill. Feeling fired up. As Mark Sherman calls it, the gavel of Lauren Fendrick. Just got her law degree on the side, no big deal. smart lady, to say the least. Summer right there, calm, cool, and collected.
Just hit it where they ain't.
Yeah, it seems that simple. That's Summer Ross for you right there. Makes it look that easy. Going at Lauren Fendrick here in the second. I like it. They're really moving April around, making her, if they can make April try to dive for a lot of balls, do you think that'll challenge that toe injury that she's dealing with?
Sure, I think Brooke and Summer going after April in the first set, just testing that toe, seeing what she can do.
Right.
And then you remember it's April Ross, and she's dang near undefeated in the finals.
Right.
So then switching that up and going after Lauren. Plus, Lauren is on her strong side. She's back on the left side, where against us, Lauren was on the right side, April's strong side's on the left.
Oh my gosh, April Ross again, over on one. This is normally Brooke Sweat's game, and April having no problem transitioning and using all of her skill sets to pull this match out.
You never know what day you're going to show up. You never know if you show up and you hurt your toe. You never know if everything feels great and you got all the tricks in the bag.
Big block by Lauren Fendrick. I mean, that's just a testament to April's training, the fact that she's prepared to play this style if she needs to. Fans are loving that block from, look at this. Fans are pumped up after that block.
My guess is Brooke Sweat's going to get a good beat on Lauren. She knows her game inside and out. They've competed with each other and against each other. Especially from the left side. Lauren's a little uncomfortable on the right side, but now that they've switched back to kind of protect April's toe and allow Lauren to look for that on two, it's pretty baller of April to go, I'm all right, I don't need your on two. Actually, I'm going to do it on one.
Yeah. I'm excited to see if Brooke's strategy here going back at Lauren and using what she knows from Lauren against her. Oh, just deep. Not able to get that set up to the net. That's always going to be a tough swing. But Brooke went for that back line and just missed it.
And that is uncharacteristic of this team. Sweat, Ross are just fantastic setters. Summer uses her hands fearlessly.
Yeah, that's
will
something.
Get called and go, and she has a I think a short-term memory issue because she forgets it real quick.
Right.
And she goes right back to it.
I think that's something she should definitely take pride in. And maybe that's just because I think that's how I am too. But I mean, yeah, I love the confidence with the hands. I think it's the easiest set to hit off of when your partner's hand setting, and she can do it so consistently. It's great for especially a small hitter like Brooke Sweat, who in rhythm is really hard to stop, but with a bad set, it's going to be a lot harder.
No doubt. And we're at 6-4 in the second set after Fendrick Ross taking the first set 24-22.
Again, sets kind of drifting off the net for Summer on that last one. Wow. I'm seeing a little setting, balls moving around a lot. The wind is blowing right now, though.
Which is interesting because they're on, quote unquote, the bad side.
Right.
So you would anticipate these sets to blow on. So they might be taking a strong strategy to set a meter off the net so they have that rip and not let it drift and get into Lauren's territory.
That's a good point. Nice swing there. This is actually Brooke and Summer's first AVP tournament together. This is their third tournament together, and they've been in the semifinals every single time that they've played in those three tournaments. Moscow, Fort Lauderdale before that, and here at the AVP in New York. Again, this is the first event of the Gold Series, which all the players seem to be really fired up about. We got more money, more points. We're going to LA.
Up on the Gold Series.
We're going to Chicago after that. And of course, this is the first event, and It's safe to say we like the money, but more so I think we like the pressure and the stage, to play on a bigger stage. Look at this.
No doubt. That's a blast. What a rally. Scoopies both sides. April getting athletic.
Wow,
One-arm
look
layout.
at that.
Lauren's there to help her out.
And then cool, smooth, collected. That shot we're talking about earlier, that placement at the highest level, that's what you have to do. You got to put it in that back corner, all the way in the back. Brooke having a little conversation with Summer here, giving her a little experience. Obviously, she's got to have a good beat on what she thinks Lauren Fendrick's going to do. But they gotta get something going here soon.
Switching it up, going back at April. April from the right side.
What a dig up the middle. Lauren again. Staying calm with it. Fun to watch.
All four of these players just absolutely hold their own. So when you stand next to any of these players, and like for me, standing next to Emily Day, you just know that you only have your job to worry about.
Right.
Seems like April's trying to force it a little bit right now.
It was working earlier, so I can't blame her, but you got to be careful not to give up easy plays like that.
And they're on the bad side. That needs a little adjustment. Reel it in just a bit.
Maybe take a few more chances on the good side. The wind will help you out. Not a good drop there from Summer Ross. I don't know if she thought
Yahtzee.
She thought they were going to go over earlier, but
yeah. You drop that early as a blocker, you better supply your defender with a helmet.
Yeah, exactly. And if anyone's going to dig it, it might be Brooke Sweat, but
it might be Brooke
if Lauren and Pendrick's up there with a 50-50 set, good luck. Nice wrist by Summer Ross. Looks like she committed to that pretty early, but made a great play. When you're feeling it, go for it.
You're right, and as the pressure builds, it's easy to go earlier and earlier. You pull a little bit too early, your approach is a little bit too early. You make decisions like that too soon. And so it's a game of timing and patience and waiting and waiting and waiting and then taking it away. And whoever can outwait seems to be the best in the business.
Exactly, I couldn't agree more. Summer with the, April Ross with the float. Goes deep, she's trying to hit that corner on Summer.
Funny little side note, Summer, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, told the press that her and April were related somehow. They print
Just to
it.
screw with them?
They print it, she has to strike it. She has to.
Oh my gosh. There's Summer with the ace on her sister, or so-called sister.
Hilarious sense of humor. I have some of the best Summer stories, just a really fun personality here on the beach.
Oh yeah, if you're a fan, you ever see her around, you're gonna want to say hi to Summer Ross. She's
say hi to Summer Ross, get a hug.
Yeah, she'll give you a hug for sure. What do we got here? Some shirt tosses.
Get it up. Let's go.
With the Statue of Liberty off in the distance, we are getting ready for
Louisa's got 2 left. Samantha's got 1 left. The final into the stands from Matt. Are we coming back on the court? Okay, it's time to give it away. And I'm just over here already. I'm just already here. I'm going to have to go over here. Working for it, that's what I like to see.
They're loving it out here. Ladies are balling. We got a close match here in the second. We had a really close match in the first, 24-22. Going in the favor of Lauren Fendrick and April Ross. April's kind of milking a little injury here, but it's not affecting her. It's not a factor, not an excuse. And she's not taking it as that at all. They're balling here, but they got a tough opponent across the net in Summer Ross and Brooke Sweat. Wow, what a shot off that offset.
We can definitely, with teams that have such good ball control, you can see how much the wind is involved down there by the sets.
Right. Probably the easiest thing to watch if you're watching on TV is how much is the set moving, drifting off the net or on. Not a problem setting there. Another early drop by Summer Ross. I personally don't think that was advised, and she went way too early, and the set was tight, but she likes making digs like that, I guess.
That leaves so much court for the defender.
Exactly. 13-10. Oh, they double up on the line, and it works. Now Summer's got a chance in transition.
Stabby!
Another great play by April. And Summer goes back to that line again. What a rally.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of cat mouse with those blockers getting to the net, waiting, and then pulling, and waiting and pulling, and just challenging. And so there's just constant motion. These athletes, long weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, out here grinding. Sometimes you get better as the weekend goes on, and sometimes those legs get full of lead.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, how is April coming up with these plays? You know, those are the ones you think they got to be winning right now, with April not being able to jump her highest. She's just outwilling it.
No doubt. That's in hindsight, you know, we came out, like I said, 13-14 after the injury timeout, and then they took a timeout with April's toe issue. And you want to put it
Stuff blocked by Lauren Fendrick.
Good timing for that. Great timing for that. But you want to keep it in. You want to keep the pressure on them, but you don't want to take your foot off the accelerator. You still want to rip it. You still want to be aggressive and play your game. But there's almost that approach right now, knowing that April's not 100%, maybe going in a little bit soft, pulling just a little bit early.
Right. Nice shot there by Summer Ross. All right, let's see. We're now entering crunch time. This is where the best of the best are going to step up and come back. If that's what you're going to do, it's going to have to happen now for Brooke Sweat and Summer Ross.
No doubt those early teens of any set are important. It's almost like a reset.
April staying aggressive, hammering the seam right there. Let's see if Summer and Brooke can get something going. Inching closer and closer to a championship here. April Ross is actually the 2016 winner with Carrie Walsh. Now she's gonna inching closer to the 2017 championship with Lauren Fendrick.
Sucker got me in the finals that year. There.
Again, and it's working.
Got it.
Not scared to go back at it. Dang, what a play by April Ross. Just able to create offense in so many different ways.
That creates so much anxiety from a defender.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to tomahawk a shot over into a corner.
Oh, totally.
For me, I clench my butt after I do it. It's like, oh, please, go in.
Yeah, you're the dialogue while that ball's in the air is got to be pretty classic. You start praying, and like all of a sudden you switch religions, and you're just praying to any gods out there. Please, anyone, put that ball in.
Yeah, knock it down.
Something, someone, wind. I love you, wind. Please help me. Start blowing at it.
Yep.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, we're watching the first event of the Gold Series. We actually have more prize money, like we talked about, $175,000 purse here. When we go to Manhattan Beach, we're going to have a $225,000 purse.
Hey,
and then Chicago, another $225,000 purse. Definitely putting a little pep in everyone's step over in the players' tent. You know we love that. And then look at this venue and look at this crowd. This is what we live for right here.
I tell you what, the Gold Series, that's a clean ring.
I love it. Brooke taking the pass out of the middle, but going with the push set. April's all over it. And Summer Ross monster block, as Mark Sherman calls it. Look at these fans.
Summer has a great feel for the ball. She just plays the ball.
That was a pure read right there.
Just a pure read.
Made the right decision. She waited in the middle, didn't go too early. See if she can get another one. She loves dropping because she's good at that.
Real calm.
Again. So I think she caught me off guard actually staying at the net that time.
Yeah.
What a play by her. She dropped. Usually she drops every time the ball's off the net. That time she decided to stay when Lauren Fendrick's back was to her. Or
just
almost.
a slight wherewithal in that moment.
Those are the kind of changes you need to make late in the match, especially when you need to make a comeback against a great team like this.
Sometimes you got to call upon that slow twitch muscle fiber to get the job done.
April staying aggressive. Summer guessed, tried to go back to the line, take away the low line, but it looked like a little miscommunication on D there, or they were trying to double up. April looking focused. Lots of communication between these two, which I think has been working really well for them. Oh, that one's gotta hurt a little bit. Looks like that set got pretty low and died on Summer there.
Brooke is one of those players that can be extremely frustrating in moments like this, but if you take her out of the match, she needs to find a way to insert herself. She's just kind of out of the plays. They're keeping Summer involved, they're serving Summer, and unless she puts up a great set, she's kind of just out of the mix.
And again, right there, like you said, too good, too late. April Ross staying aggressive. There's no answer on D, and ladies and gentlemen, we have match point in New York City. It's been an unbelievable weekend. It's not over yet. You have to be serving to win the match on match point. It's side-out scoring from here on out. Lauren and April on defense for the win. Can't get it.
Did a true angle defense. They did that against us in the semifinals a little bit. Lauren and April did just a standing angle where we knew April was in the line. We knew Lauren was taking that angle, and it's still a matter of what you're going to do about it.
Absolutely, as Lauren and April actually get a perfect timed side switch, going to the good side. They're going to have to side out here to get another chance at match point. And they have to work for it. Summer with a well-placed serve. And there's the real point from Summer and Brooke. This new rule Donald's son, the owner of the AVP, implemented has definitely made the matches more exciting for this reason right here. Better chance of a comeback, and that's what he wanted. Purely for entertainment reasons, for the fans.
You know what? And I don't think I believe it's going to make our athletes that much better.
Exactly.
It is America's sport. We are the best in the world at it, and I feel like it's just going to elevate everybody's experience. Fans, athletes, everybody alike, because now we have to earn a reel. Now our defense, now our serving strategy has to be that much better.
Defense wins championships, right?
Hey,
so go prove it, right?
Let's put that on a t-shirt, try.
Love it.
Hashtag volleyball is
Lauren
life.
Fendrick and April Ross are champions here in New York City with a huge monster block from Lauren Fendrick. Staying aggressive, unbelievable willpower from April Ross, battling through that toe injury that she got late in the semi.
There it is. Lauren Fendrick really stepped up, not just here in the finals, but in the semifinals against Emily Day and myself. She is one of the best blockers I've played against.
Truly dominant. Look at these two sharing some words. They know they have a long partnership ahead of them, and spraying that champagne, it's got to taste good.
Cheers, ladies. Well deserved.
2 Olympic medals.
Shoot. AVP Championship, New York City, try.
I'm loving it, feeling it.
Gold Series.
We're celebrating up here. Vibes are good here in New York City. Right there, the smell of champagne. How nice is it to have that smell of champagne that's stuck in your hat? You don't even wash that hat.
You know it, and especially
tournament.
when you have to get on a flight to The Hague, Netherlands.
Oh yeah, oh.
Everything smells like champagne.
But you ain't complaining.
No, not at all. You're sticky, you're sandy, and you're sitting on a plane for 8 hours.